Magandang araw mga kabayan. Ito po muli si Engineer Alejandro, isang OFW, ang inyong stock tambay. Muli handang magbahagi ng kwentong kalakal at kuro-kuro mula sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel, huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, share, at pindutin ang notification bell para updated ka sa bagong videos na aking i-upload. Okay guys, so PSEI index, start po tayo. It opens at 6,631.61, went as low as 6,583.61, and went as high as 6,633.6, and closes at 6,616.51, which is 0.37% lower than the previous closing. Okay, so PSEI index tayo guys. What we have here in the short term, ito yung ating trend channel, which is covering this area, and basically meron tayong confirmation na bounce dito sa level na to, which is interpret natin as the level of support. And at this level, since nag-bounce siya and nauntog siya dito sa level na to, which is below our trend channel, meaning hindi niya kinaya because nagkaroon ng profit taking. And as we have seen, nag-bounce na naman siya slightly dito sa level na to, but although it appears in a short term na merong higher low, pero hindi siyang confirmation talaga na higher low siya, dahil lumalabas dito meron siyang bearish sentiment, dahil yung triangle natin is pababa. Okay, is decreasing yung ating trend line dito sa level na to. Meron tayo ganyang position. So most likely, kung ganito ang appearance niya and we only have 2 weeks left for 2024, and basically for this month, makikita natin yan kung magde-decide yan if it will break up that line above that hypotenuse triangle, or it will break down the support level or support zone, no? So yun ang magiging deciding point natin. Tingnan natin ngayon yung ating MACD. So yung MACD natin is still bearish pa rin yung position niya, although nasa taas na yung ating blue line. Hihintayin natin na umakyat to above zero level, and that is a confirmation na nag-i-start na siya mag-shift ng sentiment. So yung moving averages niya, so yung pressure niya is towards going downward, pinupush niya yan. So kaya ganyan ang nagiging itsura ng ating trend. Okay, so basically aabangan natin for the remaining days of the year so ano ang magiging deciding point niyan, if it will break this line, kasi kaya niya bang basagin yung triangle na yan, break up or break down. So maybe 1 week to decide kung kakayanin niya. So we will see, and let us now proceed with our individual stock, which is Ayala Corporation. So Ayala Corporation, basically yung kanyang position or yung postura niya is ito. So same with our index, nauntog yan, then nag-bounce, and kagaya din ng index, it appears na nag-perform yan ng support dito sa area na to. Okay, so nag-bounce siya 1, 2. Tignan natin kung bounce yung third time to bounce. Medyo may pag-asa na tayo na makakita ng re-attempt to this level of resistance. Now, kung malakas yan, then we will see kaya niya i-break, otherwise mababa na naman yan, or it will just bounce back to this level of support. So yung MACD natin, although nag-project na siya upward, it tends to go down again, unless magkaroon ng buying pressure dito sa level na to at maging slightly positive yung sentiment para dito kay Ayala Corporation. And of course, ayan, moving averages niya nasa ibabaw lahat. So what do we expect? It will push downward yung ating mga kandila. Okay, that's why we are witnessing a more selling pressure than the buying pressure. So mas nananaig ang selling, no, sentiment para kay Ayala Corporation. Then let us proceed with our next stock, which is the property stock, which is Ayala Land. Ayala Land nagkakaroon ng madaming bentahan dito. So dito siya previously nagkaroon ng consolidation bago siya umakyat. Now, titignan natin kung history will repeat itself. Kung dito nga ba niya i-hold dyan. If yes, it will take weeks para mag-bounce back and attempt to break the previous resistance level. We don't know kung kaya niya abutin yan in a short period of time, but basically 3 to 6 months by next year na ang expectations natin dito. Depende sa magiging sentiment. And yung MACD natin, basically magiging parehas lang din no galawan ng ating index. Okay, so cross down siya and below zero. So bearish talaga ang kanyang sentiment. Moving averages definitely nasa babaw yan. That's why it's pushing our candles downward. So nagkaroon ng breakdown dito. Hindi niya kinaya yung kanyang support dito sa level na to at maraming nagbenta. So natakot sila. And they don't want to hold anymore their position at this level. So you just have to continue monitoring kung ano mangyayari sa kanya in the coming weeks, or up to the end of this, at least up to before the end of this year. Next stock natin is BDO. So quickly lang guys, no, yung ating review, since medyo bearish yung sentiment natin, tinitingnan lang natin yung possible hold points kung saan siya pwedeng huminto, no? Because if we will be able to see yung kanyang mga resistance and support level, then pwede tayong magkaroon ng opportunity to enter during the time na magre-reverse siya. So ito, nagpo-form na siya ng higher low. Kung nag-bounce siya dito at mag-hold siya dito sa level na to, so meaning higher low na siya. And to think that itong BDO is historical high niya yan. So kahit pa paano yung kanyang sentiment is medyo mataas, and definitely maraming long-term investor to. And taking look at the MACD, umakyat na nga siya. So very near na siya sa risk zero level, and only a matter of time para umakyat na yan above that level and confirm yung kanyang positive sentiment. So nagdidikit-dikit na rin yung ating moving averages. Okay, so let us continue monitoring, and I believe Nagbigay yata ito recently ng dividend. So, panalo yung kanyang long-term investor dahil continuously going up yung kanyang projection. So, next is yung ating pinakabida sa lahat at paborito ng lahat, Jollibee. Jollibee, nagkaroon ng consolidation dito previously. Okay? Before it breaks out of that level. Then, again, nagkakaroon na naman ng another consolidation dito sa level na to. So, maganda sentiment kay Jollibee. Overall, bakit yan? And nag-attempt siya to break this previous level of resistance. Now it appears na nagko-consolidate and holding its ground dito sa level na to. So malaki ang possibility ni Jollibee na mag-continue to project upward kung ma-hold niya to sa level na to. So either mag-consolidate siya between this level or breakout. Yun lang ang option niyan. And yung MACD, okay, so malapit na siya to go above 0. So if it continues to go above 0, then yung sentiment niya will continuously become bullish. Okay, so moving averages, medyo deciding point siya, magkakadikit naman siya. So 3 days na nagkaroon ng selling pressure pero hindi siya bumaba maigi. So, most likely consolidating lang yan. So, let us see kung anong maging movement niya in the coming weeks. Okay? So, let us proceed to our next stock, which is JGS. JGS, guys, is definitely having a bearish sentiment. Okay? So, dito na natin i-project yan. Pababa talaga yan. Wala tayong magagawa dyan. So, we just have to wait until magkaroon ng shift ng sentiment ito. At dito sa level na to, yung kanyang previous support and resistance level. Dito sa area na to, previous support level pero binasag niya. Okay? And in a short term, binasag niya na naman. So, it is continuously breaking down. Okay? So, wala muna tayo dyan. Kasi, continuously going down eh. Unless, huminto na siya dito for a week or two para ma-confirm natin yung kanyang support level or support zone. Now, definitely yung MACD niyan bearish pa rin. Okay, so projecting downward and below 0 and puro selling continuously. Meron siyang consistent selling pressure. Definitely yung moving averages na we cannot expect anything, so bearish pa rin yan. Okay, so proceed tayo with our next stock, which is Metrobank. Metrobank, bullish ang sentiment sa kanya. Okay? So, bullish in the short and long term, and it is within the upward trend channel. And currently, based on this chart, manifestation niya na nag-hold siya dito sa support level na yan. Okay? So, since hino-hold niya yan and within the upward trend channel, malaki ang chance niyan to bounce and re-attempt to break this level of support and resistance. Okay? So, kailangan makabalik siya dito sa level na to para makita natin kung talagang magre-re-attempt siya to break this previous high na inabot niya. Okay, so MACD niya, Okay, so medyo nasa baba pa but very near na sa zero level. So tingnan natin kung magkaroon ng confirmation yan, definitely aakyat na yan. Very near na siya sa zero level. And yung moving averages niya, okay, so meron siya support dito sa 200 days moving averages, and ito nag-iipon-ipon. If it breaks past this moving averages, then definitely magiging confirm yung bullish sentiment ng ating Metro Bank. Okay, so next stock natin, proceed tayo sa GT Cap. GT Cap, what do we have here? GT Cap is projecting upward, and although merong consolidation, okay, so dito muna tayo sa short term. In the short term, ito ang kanyang trend channel. Bumaba siya below the channel, upward trend channel, but trying to attempt to go back inside the channel. Now, kung meron tayong support level or support zone dito sa area na to, it means tinutulak siya pataas. Okay, so if that is the case, if it succeeds to push upward, extend na natin dito, then basically it will continue its upward movement. Okay, then yung MACD niya, with the help of the MACD, okay, so above yung kanyang positive line and almost near. Okay, so kung makikita natin dito po, green. So malaki ang chance nito to go back at the upward trend channel. So we just have to keep watching kung ano magiging movement niya, then ito magiging deciding factor niya. Once it break past this moving averages, then basically it will start to project upward. Now the thing is, okay, so wag lang siya abutin ng cross down or dead cross. Ito yung ating 50 and 200 moving average, because yung 50 kailangan mag-reverse yan and project upward para hindi matuloy yung ating dead cross. Okay, so we just have to wait and see kung ano magiging movement niya, and proceed tayo sa last and final stock natin, which is SMPH. So property stocks din to, same with Ayala Land, nagkaroon ng bottom dito sa area na to. So history repeats itself. So ito, confirmation yan since nag-bounce yan and nagko-consolidate dito and trying to push up kahit na merong selling pressure. If it holds this ground, then basically confirm na yung malakas itong support area na to. What we just have to wait is yung legitimate bounce niya. So parang head and shoulder siguro to, pero hindi naman perfectly projecting like that, no? So MACD natin, nasa taas na yung ating positive line, and okay, so may mga bumibili na siya. Okay, then yung moving averages niya, okay, so iintayin lang natin na ma-break niya one by one yung moving averages. And meron na bang, okay, so meron na siyang dead cross. So abangan natin guys, kasi dead cross yan. So titingnan natin kung magbe-breakdown ulit siya dito sa level na to, since dito lang nagkaroon ng dead cross yan, or delayed reaction na yan. At ito yung kanyang breakdown. If that is the case, magbabounce na yan siya. Pero, we just have to wait and see. Kaya natin, ano? Okay, so, dun lang muna tayo guys. And, very quick lang yung ating review. And hopefully, nasa sideline ka pa at nag-aabang kung kailan ihinto yung very sentiment na ating market. And once makakita na tayo ng bottom or opportunity to re-enter, then sabay-sabay nating pasukin. And hopefully, pare-pares tayo maging profitable. Okay? Okay, so yun lang muna guys. And see you again next week. Bye! At yan ang kabuuan ng ating update for this week. Kung kayo ay merong stocks na nais ninyo maisama sa ating susunod na review, ay maaari po kayo magpadala ng mensahe sa aking YouTube channel na OFW Average Trader. Pwede rin pong ipadala ang inyong mensahe sa aking email address na nakalagay sa description box. Maaari din po kayo mag-send ng message sa aking Twitter o kaya ay sa aking Facebook page na Engineer Alejandro Magno. Sa patuloy na sumusuporta sa ating channel, isang like, share, at subscribe lamang po ay masaya na po tayo dyan. Kaya pinapasalamatan po natin ang lahat ng ating kasamahan na nag-aabang at tumututok sa ating mga bagong video uploads. Sisiguraduhin po natin na doble ang ating pagtutok sa galaw ng ating market upang maihatid ang tamang impormasyon na makatutulong sa atin maging profitable sa Philippine stock market. Magkita-kita po tayo muli sa susunod na linggo. Hanggang dito na lang po at magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Have a nice and fruitful weekend sa ating lahat mga ka-stock tambay. Hanggang sa muli mga kabayan. Ciao!